What do you call a man who spends $30,000 a month on wine, buys his own private island, and literally blasts his friend's ashes out of a cannon? In Hollywood, they call him a legend. To the rest of the world, he's Captain Jack Sparrow. But behind the eyeliner and the scarves lies a life so chaotic, so expensive, and so bizarre that even a Hollywood script couldn't make it up. Today, we're opening the deep file on the one and only Johnny Depp. Johnny didn't actually want to be an actor. He wanted to be a rock star. But then he met Nicolas Cage, who told him, "Hey, try acting." And just like that, a heartthrob was born. But Johnny hated being a teen idol. While other actors were chasing blockbusters, Johnny was chasing weirdness. From Edward Scissorhands to a guy who talks to a lizard, he made a career out of being the strangest guy in the room. And guess what? America loved him for it. Then came Disney. They wanted a classic pirate. Johnny gave them a drunk rock star with dreadlocks. Disney executives were terrified. They literally asked him, "Is he drunk? Is he gay? What are you doing?" Johnny's response, "All my characters are gay." He didn't care. He played the role his way and turned a dying genre into a $5 billion franchise. Suddenly, the weird kid from Kentucky was the highest paid actor on the planet. But with great money comes great madness. Johnny's spending habits became the stuff of legend. We're talking about 14 residences, 75 guitars, and a monthly bill that would make a billionaire sweat. His managers told him to slow down. Johnny's response? He spent even more. He once spent $5 million just to blast his friend Hunter S. Thompson's ashes into space from a giant cannon. Why? Because that's what pirates do, apparently. And then, the world stopped for the most watched courtroom drama in history. It wasn't just the trial, it was a global reality show. From mega pints of wine to stories about, well, a bed that wasn't very clean. The internet became a meme factory. Johnny sat there eating gummy bears and sketching drawings while his lawyers tore the opposition apart. Whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't stop watching. It was the ultimate comeback story, broadcast live to your living room. When Hollywood turned its back on him, one brand stood like a rock: Dior. While every other franchise was busy deleting his name, Dior kept the Sauvage ads running. And the fans? They went wild. They started buying the perfume just to support him, making it the best-selling fragrance in the world, beating out icons like Rihanna and Dior's own female scents. Recently, they signed him to a new deal worth over $20 million. The lesson? You can't cancel a man who smells that good. You can't talk about Johnny without mentioning his cinematic soulmate, Tim Burton. These two are like the Batman and Robin of weirdness. Whenever Tim has a script about a guy with scissors for hands, a creepy chocolate factory owner, or a vampire who's just confused, he calls Johnny. They've made 8 movies together, and honestly, we're starting to think they share the same brain. It's a match made in gothic heaven, and Hollywood wouldn't be nearly as dark or fun without them. When he's not winning in court or on screen, Johnny is living his original dream: being a rock star. He formed a supergroup called the Hollywood Vampires, with legends like Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. Imagine being so cool that your hobby is playing guitar for thousands of screaming fans. He's been touring Europe, looking like a mix between a bohemian pirate and a grunge king. He's proof that you don't need a comeback when you never really left. You just took a very loud musical break.
But wait, it gets weirder. Johnny doesn't just collect houses and guitars. He collects Barbie dolls. Yes, you heard that right. He has dozens of limited edition Barbies, and he used to play with them to practice his movie voices with his daughter. He also collects insect specimens and items that belonged to famous writers. Basically, Johnny Depp's house is half museum, half toy store, and 100% eccentric. He's the only man who can make playing with dolls look like a high art form. So, what's next for the king of cult? He's stepping behind the camera to direct a new movie about the artist Modigliani, featuring Al Pacino. He's also back in the acting game with Jean Barry, playing King Louis XV. Hollywood might have tried to shut the door, but Johnny just built a new house. He's directing, acting, painting, and making music. At 60 years old, he's busier, wealthier, and more beloved than actors half his age. The pirate has officially reclaimed his ship. Johnny Depp is a reminder that being weird is a superpower. He lost everything, fought for his name, and came back smelling like Sauvage. So, are you Team Johnny for life, or do you think his best days are behind him? Drop your favorite Depp character in the comments. If you loved this deep dive into the legend, hit that like button and subscribe to Deep File. Until next time, stay weird.